Hello. Welcome, everybody, to day 3. Or, session 3, whatever you want to call it. Talos principle. More AI, more puzzles. It's Saturday. We're puzzling like I said I would. Let's go. Gotta get more stars. I want to find more stars. I'm excited for tomorrow because we'll be playing Darkest Dungeon and eating garlic fingers. Still don't know how to get past this like wooden door. I don't know if that means anything or not. But I've done all the symbols here. I just need the stars. And I'm like really convinced that this one is going to involve a jammer, because you can get one from back here. Do I need the ladder to go around there? Oh, there's like a ladder or something. Or can I just walk by that? This one, there's like a ladder to go around this thing, but is it over here? No. There it is. So we can get back. Oh, there's gonna be another one somewhere. It's kind of the whole deal here is that I can retrieve 2 jammers. So now I've got jammers, right? Like the fact that I can get them in the overworld makes me very much think that I need to use them for something here. So I can't take them through. And like, I didn't see one in one of the puzzles, which is the part that confuses me. And like, these puzzles are very straightforward, if I recall correctly, so I wouldn't expect there to be... I didn't see stars in there anywhere. I wonder if there's just like a hidden switch or something. Yeah, hey Ku, welcome to Saturday, Talos, where we basically are going to spend the whole time looking for stars, probably. I don't really want to move on until I get them, but I feel like that's going to be a big waste of time, because I don't know how much I need them or not. Yeah, this is literally World 1, where I don't know where the star is. Oh, that feels like it's useful. Oh, gate. Hello. I assumed I needed these jammers because you can get jammers in the overworld here, which is uncommon. Aha! So I assumed you would need a jammer, so I brought them with me, but I didn't know where to use them. And just as I was talking about how I didn't know where this was, and I was going to be here forever, we find the hidden switch, so there you go. Hello, star. I don't know. I've played a lot of games. They seem to follow similar patterns, right? Like there's either a way you can manipulate the puzzle from somewhere else, or like there's a hidden door somewhere, like almost always. So you just gotta find them. Oh, like the lining the pieces up? Yeah, I'm not particularly good at it. But I also don't really think about it very much. I just start putting them in. Like, I don't sit there and think, how do I need to put these together? I just, like, slap them in there until I see a solution. I don't really think about it at all, which is probably bad. I'm sure I could, like, sit there and think about it and do it right the first try if I really wanted to, but I just slap them in there and then figure it out. So that's the only... That one's done now. How many stars do I need for this, like, star door? It feels very Mario. It does need sigils, but... It's the stars going in there? Is it using, like, what... I don't think I have, oh, it's any sigil? Like, it doesn't matter what color? Because I have 1, 2, 3, I have 3 of the T's. I only see 3 of the T's. But it fills in 4 of them and 2 L's. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, that's probably a spoiler. Don't really know how those shapes work. Alright, well, let's go look at number 2, I guess. Oh, that's a good question. We're missing the one in 2. I know where it is, I just don't know how to get it. I have an idea. We're missing one of them in 3. I don't remember anything about it. We're missing one in 6. Got them both in 5. Got the one in 7. So like 3, I think? We're missing one in 6. 1 in 3. And 1 in 2, so we're missing 3. Oh, I have it very quiet, but I could turn it up. It's very loud for me. Let me turn I can just turn the voices up and see how that works. It's very loud for me. Like, I have a audio amplifier thing box down here, which makes it very loud in my headphones, but I don't know if but that's hardware, so it might not be very loud software. I watched it all and it was great. It was so much fun. It was mildly frustrating a little bit for me, but that's because I know the game so well at this point. It's amazing. It is. It's amazing how good they are at some things and how bad they are at some things, right? They're very, very good at, like, once they garner a piece of information and that they decide it's a useful bit of information, they're very, very good at using that information for something, right? Like how they got Maba really fast, and they got the Frenchman thing, and then like the midshipmans, they're like, oh, we're in the midshipman's cabin and he's not Pete because he's talking about Pete. Also, I tried to pull him back, so the guy that was on a rope probably is Pete. Like, that was like once they get a piece of information, they're very good at doing something with it, but they're so bad at finding the relevant information, right? Like noticing things in the scene, right? Like they're like, there's so many scenes where they just stare at the guy who's died and like don't turn around and look at anything else, and then like not find like, and then the actual like game, I understand they're not like super big people into games, like they haven't really tried games until now, so they're not used to controls and stuff, but the like parts where they're like trying to just find the new corpse to go to that take like 10 minutes so it's really, really funny. They're really bad at like noticing stuff so far, but once they notice a thing, they're very good at doing something with it, right? Especially Mark. He's very good at like, Miss Emily Jackson, right? So that probably means she's not married, or like, Hosket is probably her maiden name or something, like. And they have no, like, they understand it. They're very good at understanding it's a puzzle, probably because that's the approach they're taking to it, because they're puzzle people. They're approaching it like it's a puzzle game. So, like, they see anything and they're like, it's probably important, and we'll use it for what you expect. Like, he's got tattoos, he's probably, like, Polynesian, right? And, like, they don't have any, like, qualms, like, oh, is it weird if I guess who this is based on, like, what they look like racially? They just don't care. They just go for it, right? Because they're just they're approaching it like a puzzle. Which it is, which is very fun. Like they're super good at that aspect of it, but just like noticing stuff sometimes is very, very hard. And they're not super good. Temporally, it can be. Well, I mean, Sudoku is hard logic. Oberdin is definitely less hard. I wouldn't necessarily call it soft though, because there's a lot of things that are sort of hard logic, but you don't have to use them, if that makes sense. Like there are sort of like hard logic ways for a big chunk of people, but you don't really have to use them because you can kind of guess, or there's like little soft logic ways you can guess them. And yeah, exactly. They're not very good chronologically, probably because the game is it's a game. It's designed to like tell a narrative, but they're not focusing on the narrative at all. They are focusing very hard on the fact that it's a puzzle, right? Like they don't seem to notice or talk about, you know, the watch is taking us back to view the memories of when somebody died, and then when you're in that, the only way you get access to new memories is finding new corpses, and there's only like 6 corpses that are actually there on the boat. All the other ones you get access to through other memories, and they don't really seem to understand that part, that like it's about the corpses and like the meta sort of game mechanic thing of it. And the chronology is a bit weird, right? Like the thing they did right before they ended with the 2 Indian guys. Also, so like everybody, I probably should have specified at the start, if you're trying to play Oberdin, don't listen to anything. I'll wave my hands around when I'm done talking about spoiler Oberdin stuff, because I'm sure somebody's going to watch the VOD and get spoiled a little bit. Yeah, and that's because I think he's treating it like a puzzle game. Because he sees a bit of information and he just assumes that's going to be it, because he's assuming that it's solvable, not assuming that it's a game, right? A lot of people will approach that and be like, that person has tattoos, you know, anybody can have tattoos, whatever. But he approaches it as a puzzle game and he goes, he has tattoos, that's a piece of information, it's obviously in the game for a reason, otherwise why would it be there? This is a puzzle. Puzzles give you information, you use the information to solve the puzzle, right? Like he's approaching it that way, which makes it make a lot of sense, I think. But like the 2 Indian guys that they were on like right now, it's just very funny to me. Like there's a scene where somebody is like, they use a corpse of a dead guy and they talk, and then they go into a scene and they're like, oh, he died of a lung disease, this guy also has it and he's dying on his bed. And then you just go back to that, like one step before that chronologically, to the guy dying, and then they just don't connect it at all. Like they're literally like, you know, hours apart, and they just don't seem to connect that those 2 things happened directly after each other, and this guy is the corpse they found before, right? If the person like isn't actively getting shot or stabbed like in the scene of the corpse that they're looking at, they have a very hard time like connecting things together, right? They like go to a corpse and it's like, this guy was crushed. Like, okay, cool. But then they like look at a guy who is dying in a scene or whatever. And that's just where the corpse was. They have a very hard time connecting that, or like one of the memories from other corpses that like lead to how corpse, like they have a very hard time connecting multiple scenes together to like understand why somebody died if they aren't immediately getting killed. Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm sure they'll get it. They're very good at like the information bits and using the information when they find it. But I think temporally and like connecting the scenes together and trying to understand the story, which is a pretty important part to understand why certain things happened and who did what and why, right? Like it was very helpful for me when I played it to like at near the end, just sit down and go through it like chronologically, like exactly what happened in what order, or who did what, why, when. They're not very good at like, yeah, they found the murder victim, not the entire boat is dead, everybody, all 60, and you got to figure it out. Anyway, I'm gonna try to like stop about talking about too many spoilers in case people are watching VODs, and we'll do this. I mean, we can keep talking about it, I guess, but I'm gonna talk about it less explicitly. I think, like, I won't say people's names or whatever. Sure, if you want. Okay, so I know where the star is here. It's here. Oh, well, worth a try. Which means I need a jammer. I assume greatly that there's like a jammer behind this door. So I need to find a set of keys. If you... Oh, that's good. I didn't know that. So One idea I have is that these doors block things, like you carrying stuff through them. But keys that don't seem to matter, like they just, a set of keys seems to open any door. They're not like unique to the door. Keys like go into your inventory, you don't carry them. So I wonder if you can take them out of a puzzle. And one of these puzzles had keys in it, and I don't remember which one. So I think I just need to look around until I find the puzzle that has some keys. And maybe try to use them. It's a guess. I don't know if it's a good guess, but it's a guess. The other option is just there's keys lying somewhere around on the world map. And I've run around the world map a lot and not found anything. So my, like, I don't know how. Also, like, something about this really bugs me. I feel like this should be a level, right? Because there's like a sign, there's a gateway, but there's nothing in here. And there's like a recording of somebody doing something like in a level, but there's nothing in here. I've looked all around it. Yeah, that's fair. I just want to know, like, is this just... Oh, that was weird. Is this just, like, decoration? Or is that actually a reason? I don't know. Hypothetical question. Alright. Are there keys in here? One of these has keys in it, I swear. I don't remember which one. It's a ladder. I think that's like the way out of the puzzle though, once you finish it or something. Aha, keys. So can I just like take them out? Do I need them? Is there like... Yeah, see, I just have like a key in my inventory now. And I can walk out of the puzzle. Oh, I don't even need to go through the door. I can just ladder out of the puzzle. Okay. Well, that's... I don't get to test my hypothesis now, but... I'm curious. I want to figure it out. Oh. Okay. Well, the answer is you can't take them out, but you can take them out because there's a ladder. But in general, you can't. Okay. I just wanted to learn if that was a thing. Also known as onions? Where is that from? Oh, is it in my, like, description? I forgot. Oh, I forgot my Steam name was that, or it used to be that. Yeah, there was I did a role-playing game thing, like a tabletop RPG on a stream, once. And I was role-playing an ogre named Onions, and he was very popular, so I had my Steam name as that for a bit, because we were doing it through Tabletop Simulator, so, like, the people needed to see, like, I had my name set to my character name, or my Steam name set to my character name, so that in Tabletop Simulator it showed, like, my character name. But I was role-playing an ogre named Onions. Okay, so now what's in here? Aha! Jammer! Excellent. We were doing a weird, just a weird thing that a friend was trying. He wanted to make, like, a sort of role-playing game based around, Blood Bowl, which is, you know, a thing that you've probably seen me play, and where we were playing Blood Bowl in Tabletop Simulator, but we were like role-playing as the characters, like the little pieces playing the game. I don't know, they don't seem that stressful, or that, like, so far. I'm sure they get super hard, but like most of the time, there's only been 2 that I haven't, like, seen. And these ones I've looked at a bunch already, right? Like, I've wandered around and I figured out sort of what the idea was for them. I just needed to find the way to solve it. I'm sure there'll be ones that'll take me a lot longer. So now will these open? Okay, well, getting 2 more stars. Is it 2 stars per or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh no, it's 1 star per, I guess. I've got 7 stars. I thought I had more for some reason. Okay, so which one now? I think we've got 2 more left. We've got 1 and 3. I have no idea where it is. However, 0 idea. I didn't see it in one of the levels. I tend to explore the levels pretty thoroughly. Weird little glitch. Definitely in like virtual reality or simulated AI or some nonsense. So I don't remember seeing one in the levels. I think there was one that I got, right? Meaning I would assume, given that I look at the levels pretty thoroughly, I assume the second one is sort of take paint. What can I do with paint? Oh, I can paint a message. Oh, this is fun. I made a message from me. Okay, cool. So my assumption is that it is in the overworld somewhere, and this is a pretty small overworld, so I'll look. I assumed it was. I'm in finding things that were from Steam Friends. I don't see any ways to get over these walls. I don't see anything on the walls. Somewhere in here. There's a button. Why are there buttons? What do the buttons do? Nothing so far? I mean, presumably, one of them does something. Yeah, do for somebody I know from Blood Bowl who just happens to also like the puzzle stream stuff. That one like glitched out. Is it this one? They have numbers on them. 11. 12. 13. 14. Well, these buttons have to do something. There's obviously something that has to occur because of these buttons. I plead the fifth. No, we don't have a Fifth Amendment. 21. However, I do know what it means, so it's pretty culturally, like a lot of our media comes from the US, right? So like we know most sort of cultural references and stuff. But no, technically we don't actually even have free speech in Canada. Which is something that everybody like harps on about all the time, especially in the US. They're like, oh my god, my First Amendment. We don't have that. There's freedom of the press, which is and there's like freedom to assemble, but there are hate speech laws in particular that would be a sort of violation of the First Amendment in the US. But like we don't specifically have it. There's no thing in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, which is like our equivalent to the Constitution, that says you have freedom of speech. Like that just doesn't exist. Wondering, I'm just trying to look. There's like designs in the water. I'm trying to see if there's anything here. There's got to be a hint somewhere about like what buttons to push, because I assume these buttons have to do something. But there's some sort of combination. Why does that do nothing? Should that not do something? Oh, it's a clock. It's on 14 and 18. It's not moving. Do I use these hands? So what, 14 and 18? I push those ones and see what happens. I guess 14. $18? No? Okay. I don't remember what it is specifically in Canada. I'm not like a lawyer, but I know there isn't one. So what does this mean? There's a clock. We're on a clock. I guess it's not technically 18. It's kind of like in between. But this is a weird clock because it goes to 24. It's like a 24-hour clock. Yeah, sure. Whenever. I mean, I was going to stream for probably, like, well, as long as I felt like it, which is normally around 2-3 hours. But, like, I can stop whenever if they need to come soon. We got friends coming over later. I didn't know how long. Was there something else I was going to do tonight? I don't think so. No. Like 2 hours probably? Or, like, an hour and a half, maybe? 2 hours?
So if they come over at, like, 4?
Yeah, that's fine. I wonder if there's a... yeah. Like we normally I do like a tabletop or like at a D&D like RPG sort of night with some friends on Friday, but they were working and they couldn't do it, so they just wondered if we could like play board games today. So they're apparently coming over in a couple hours, so let's stream for an hour and a half, 2 hours or something. I'm just looking through these emails to see if there's anything about numbers. Doesn't look like it. There's got to be some sort of hint. The fact that this is here implies something to me. I mean, I suppose I could use any numbers, because there's also the 20, 40, 60 sort of on here. There's 35, but that's not really useful, because then how far do the numerals go up to? 24? 24. Yeah, we're going to play... Jaws of the Lion, which is like a sort of standalone mini Gloomhaven sort of thing. If you know Gloomhaven, the digital version of Gloomhaven is actually really good. I've been playing a lot of that too. I played so much Gloomhaven, man. I've played like tons of hours of the physical board game. I've played a bunch. I've played like an entire campaign on Tabletop Simulator. I've played a bunch of. I've started a solo campaign, just like doing the whole campaign, like the Legacy board game, on the digital version, which was really fun. Jaws of the Lion is like a standalone that they put out that is basically like it's like a mini campaign. It's like 20 missions or something, and there's only 4 characters, or 4 classes, and it's sort of designed to be less intimidating to start with. So instead of like all these big cardboard like tiles that you place down, it's just like a book you open up and the map is just in the book, so that you can just open to the right page and it's just printed. And the missions are like designed to like teach you the rules and get you into it. Like the first one, enemies don't have abilities, they just always move attack at like initiative 50. Your initial cards are very basic, like move attack, and then they like slowly add in more mechanics and stuff just so they can get used to things and try to teach people how to play it, basically, so that it's not so intimidating. Like one of the biggest things about Gloomhaven is like mission 1, people first try to play it and just fail over and over again because it's hard. Like, and it's a hard game and you have to learn the rules while you're doing it, which is not always easy. But Jaws of the Lion is kind of designed to teach people like how to play basically and get into it. It's like a mini campaign. So I'm trying to. I've got these friends that I'm playing through it with, basically, so that I can try to get them addicted to it, so that when Frosthaven comes out, I have a group to play with. It's 35 and 50, I guess, are the other numbers. Are there's like, is there like an email in here or something? No numbers there. The email is in this is 2019 and 0 and 9,999. I'm unsure if these are like because of data corruption. Well, I mean, this one has to be because there's no 99th month. But there's obviously something in the background here where the people are going through some sort of weird apocalypse. I assume I'm in like a simulation or VR or whatever, because we've read some stuff about like, hey, we made a VR or we made an AI to like procedurally generate a world for an MMO or something like that, and we can use that to test our AI, like our general AI or whatever. Like I've read an email about that, which I assume is me, and they're testing me in this like, you know, video game that they've made essentially. But this is like letting me access sort of the outside world in some way, and like the people that are the people that are developing me are developing this are either long gone and like I've accidentally turned on years later on the computer that's still running, or they're currently going through some sort of end of the world sort of scenario, like based on the emails that I've read and stuff. Those are just memory corruption numbers. And this is like a Greek philosophy thing, yeah. Poor Caleb, yeah, why not both? They could have gone through some sort of horrible thing, and it's just years later. It's already over. It's this has to be it, right? This is a clock shaped with the same number of things. It has to be this somehow. I just don't know how to parse it. Did I use the wrong one? Why did I say 14 and 18? This seems to have moved. Is that 14 and 19? Or no, 14 and 21? Did I just use the wrong ones before? It's entirely possible. I am known to be an idiot sometimes. $14 and 21. Nothing. Although if this is a clock, the other way to interpret this is it's not quite at the 21, so we can make it a 20, I guess. Damn. Let me make sure that I don't have any other buttons accidentally pushed. Because I don't think they're reset. Let me make sure they're all unpushed. I didn't accidentally push one. I'm sure this is going to be really boring for people because I'm just like looking for stars rather than actually progressing forward in the game, but I really want to like complete the world before moving on, you know. Okay, I think I only had those two pushed. Has this changed? Oops. Right, because the fact that this is a QR code that you can like look at and doesn't do anything. So that is. It's moving. Oh, it's actually moving. That's why it changed. I didn't realize it moved. So what if I set it at 14 and 24 and then just waited for that to hit it, for example? Like, I don't know if this is like the buttons have to match the time. It's 14, right? 14, yeah. And 24. I don't know if the buttons have to match the time or if there's some other like indicator that I'm missing. Like there's shadows on the ground or something. It's not moving anymore. I don't understand. Why is it not moving anymore? Is it not moving because I have the button pushed? If I like unpush it, will it start moving again? Whoa, hang on. Excuse me? Oh, the buttons are moving the hands of the clock, not the other way around. Thought I had to line up the buttons to the hands of the clock. But the clock hands are moving towards the buttons. Right? So what if I push 1 and then go look at it, what happens? Both hands move to 1. And it stays there. Okay, so presumably I need to move the... So what do I have to do then? Do I have to make the hands a certain shape? There's only 2 hands though, so really all we can do is make angles. What does that mean? What if I made it like, I don't know, I can make angles or straight lines. Yeah, this one is not easy. Assuming this is a star. I mean, I don't even know that, but I assume it is because it's like a puzzle outside of the main things. Okay, so is there like an environmental hint or something that's going to show me? There's trees, but there's a lot of those, so I don't think it can be that. Unless there's exactly 4 in a perfect straight line, which there are not. There's... I could make it look like the pathways, maybe. Right, like north, south, east, west. But I can only do that one way. I could also like physically use the pedestal. Right, like there's this pedestal here. This would be at like 20 maybe. There isn't like another pedestal though. Alright, the thing is I only have like 2 directions, right? because these they don't cover the whole clock face, right? So I can only make like a V shape. Or like a straight line. What does that look like? So what if I just made a straight line? So what, 8, I guess? Which hands move? That's something that I might as well... Okay, test 2 things here. First button is hour hand, second button is minute hand. It's not just a straight line, I guess. So what is it? There's something here. Clouds, trees, the pedestal, the shape of the like ring that I'm on. I don't see like shadows or anything. I mean, there's this one, but basically I'm looking for something that there's like precisely 2 of. Right? Because that's like the only thing that, if there's precisely 2 of something, then perhaps those 2 things are the relevant thing. There's precisely 2 of those little like wake up platforms, but like these things, I don't know if that means anything though. Why did that not go in? Oh, I assume because you can only have 2 buttons pushed at a time. If you press a third one, they reset. That is helpful. Is that what happens? If I push like this one, will they reset? Yeah, okay, well, that's something. So it's not those little things. Oh, man. What could it possibly be? Time? I'm talking about time. Time, the fact that they're like posts with Roman numerals on them makes me feel like sundials. So like sun, shadows, time, anything like that. Is there anything in here that's like time based? I mean, there's dates, but I don't know if that matters. No. 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 What time is it? But it just moves by default, right? Looks like it just moves by default, so it's not like there's a set time on there or something. Man. Maybe there's like a time written on something. Do like the names of the... What's in here? Oh, nothing. Like the names of the puzzles give me a hint or anything? What are these? What is this called? Locked me up, swallowed the key. I wouldn't think so. God, we're so close. Like, I know how the mechanics work. I just don't know what the right answer is. And I really don't want to, like, brute force answers. That's very annoying. An escalating problem? Nothing on this. Oh, this can't be that interesting. A bit tied up. Man, I am lost. What could it possibly be? Do symbols mean anything? Look at just animals and stuff, right? Like a dragon or a hydra or something. Snakes. Mermaid. The water looks really good. Man, it's gonna drive me nuts. There's like little engravings on this, but I can't really read them. There's no way that's true. Like, it's a clock, so I'm thinking about time. There's also numbers. So, like, I'm looking for a time written somewhere. I don't see one. Could also just be numbers. Like, what if I can point to precisely 2 numbers? So can I, like, add to something? Like, 60 and 5 is 65, or 60 and 20 is 80. Like, is there a number that I've seen before that matters? I don't remember one. But there's also the numbers in between, right? Like, so why is this 55? This is 55 and this is 60. So what is this? Is 52 and a half or 57 and a half? Or is this so for like, this is like showing that it's a clock for the second hand? I mean, basically it has to be a multiple of 5 if it's a number, maybe? Are there any interesting multiples of 5 that I can make with the numbers 5 through 60? I don't know, 70 maybe? Just because 7 in this does seem to have like sort of religious overtones. I like the serial ports on the back and the power supply. That's fun. I don't even know where to look. Oh, I didn't mean to walk into that. Yeah, you'd think so. Or like the power supply would break. But it's also like a simulated computer, probably. So, who knows? I don't even know where to look. We've got 2 tall buildings. Don't know how easy it is to line up with them. Like 21. And cut these trees that line up. I don't know. I feel like we have to do something with these numbers, meaning it's like only even numbers that we push, maybe. But that doesn't. I don't really have a basis for that. I just have a strange, sneaking suspicion. Just like where the doors are, but that doesn't seem to matter because there's 4 of them, and we can only point at 2. The X feels very useful too. I mean, not necessarily useful, but like important. There's still a lot in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we use X's a lot to like mark stuff. What if I put it on 20 and 10? The ones that are just all X's. And we only have X's. Nope. I have no idea. I'm not even sure where to look. This is the kind of thing, like, maybe I should look at something else for a while and come back to this, but I feel like I'm very close. I just need the right thing. I feel like anything on these poles that would indicate that they're the one to push. Different colors, marks. Anything. I don't think so. And I could also, I feel like this pedestal is important somehow. I could like try to, I don't know, cut off a chunk of like the water shape. So if I did like this, does that work? Because I'm like making a triangle in the shape of the water. I think it needs to be wider than that though. How? Well, this one has certainly gotten to me. I just don't... Maybe I'm being an idiot. Like, all the other ones seem very obvious. But I feel like all I'm missing here is some sort of clue as to, like, what way I need to set the hands of the clock. And I see no way in which to do that. I see no useful hints. Those statues all don't have heads. Is there anything that does have a head? No. It's like something that'd be precisely 2 of that I can point the hands to, or like some sort of number hint to tell me what numbers to put on the pedestal. $35 and $15. $50. It's driving me nuts. Are any of these pillars looking different from each other? There are 2 big trees in the middle, I guess. 2 little trees too, though. So what if I line up with the big trees? The big trees also have like a friend that's in line with them, although this one is in between two, so that probably doesn't make sense. Nothing seems to have happened there. The little trees have friends lined up with them. They do. This one doesn't. Ah! Is there a date? If I combine them instead of adding them and just make them two two-digit numbers, 2019? What if I tried 2019? It's 2019. No. Okay. I can come back later, but I don't want to. I want to get it. But I don't feel like I'm going to accomplish anything just sitting here. What could possibly be the method? Missing something on the ground, maybe? No? On here? Is there anywhere I can look at it from like a different angle? Some of them have light on them, some of them have shadow on them, but not in a way that makes them distinguishable. There's a bunch that have both. Alright, there's at least 3 that are lit up. Didn't see anything like on the posts. Why? I don't know, I'm like looking for dumb things, like the dates on the emails and stuff, but like it has to be 2 numbers. No 7-5, but then how do I get the zeros? And there's no like hint as to like this is the email that matters, because you know I could go 7-5 or I could go 2019 or I could go like 1912 or 12-3 or like so there's no reasonable way to like distinguish those. So I doubt they would put like multiple options. There has to be a like a reasonable way to like disseminate them, or like disseminate the possibilities of hints. I was just getting my calculator there because there's 24 possibilities. We choose 2. Brute forcing them is 276 options, which is not something I want to do. Although it might be faster than me just sitting here scratching my head trying to figure out how I could possibly disseminate the numbers that I need to use. Maybe let's go look at a different one. 7. There's one here that I didn't get. Okay. Once again, I don't remember one in a puzzle. So my assumption is that there's one in the overworld. There's one in the overworld. But you never know. But it doesn't hurt to take like a thorough sort of look around the overworld for like a switch or a thing I can jump on or something like that. Or a button and a terrible, horrible clock. Well, we're using this for something. We were going to use the hexadron to, because it's here, right? It's in the overworld, so the point is you would have had to take this out of a room or out of a puzzle to use it for something. So obviously we have to use it for something. I don't see a switch unless there's like a hidden switch or something. So it's like a low wall we can jump over or something using it. Well, I mean, that's what this game... Oh, here's a wall. That's what this game is about, though. So, like, it's... When you're, like, looking for certain things, it feels more straightforward. Oh, there you go. Well, okay, now we gotta go back to the other star. Great. Fuck. Wanted to take a break, and we found this star very quickly. Now we gotta go back to that other one. Classical philosophers. An extensive collection of works by the ancient philosophers of Greece and Rome, annotated. Compression algorithm, LZ19 not available in system EL0. Isn't EL0 the operating system one? Or is that EL2? Because there was like an IT email that was like, we partitioned the computer into 3 parts. I think EL2 is the operating system one. As per the last meeting, we're going with an existing game engine for the simulation. Haha, this gives us a whole slew of advantages. Stability, ease of use, modular, easy to integrate, large amounts of pre-existing assets, inherently aimed at testing users, designed for iterative processes. After some back and forth, we've decided to use the blah blah blah, all relevant documents are attached. So it's just more indication that we're in a simulation. Okay, well, that was fast. Back to the other problem, I guess. I don't know, like it's like Portal to me, right? Like when you're trying to solve the puzzles, you have a singular tool. That tool is the portal gun. So you generally have to solve puzzles using portals. So you look for places that portals could affect things, right? Like it's just sort of logical steps. When I'm given a box, there's 2 things I know about boxes so far. You can jump on them to get over stuff, and they weigh down switches. So the fact that I'm given a box implies to me that I need to do something with the box, and it's either weigh down a switch or jump over a thing. So look for a switch or look for something that I can jump over. Like, I don't know, that seems relatively straightforward to me. No, I want the star. I'm 1 star away from being done this place. Other than this thing, but I don't know how to break that open. I want the star. I know it's not interesting, but I want it. God damn. Yeah, I noticed that, but I didn't want to mention it. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to learn anything new. I should come back to that some other time, probably. But I'm so close. Like, I need 1 star. And I've done everything here. Well, everything that I'm capable of doing at the moment, which would feel very nice. But... I don't think I'm going to get anywhere staring at that clock for much longer, but man, I want it so bad. It's like the last star. Whoop. I run so fast. Well, let's start in World 1, shall we? Oh, I should have checked that. Is there a star in here? There is. Okay. Have you tried crossing the laser beams? Thanks, Doof. I want to paint a message. I don't know what these messages actually mean or do for NIS, but okay. Beep boop beep a doop boop boop. Osiris 1. The dying man went to the scribe who resided in Permegid and said, "Behold, I am weak of body. My days under the holy son of Amun-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent my years in service of the two lands, I have not studied the question mark. Tell me, who are you wise in the writings of the dead? What lies on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners?" And the scribe spoke, saying, "At the appointed time, Y $, script S thing, I don't know what that symbol is called, and $3 script S7 /% $. It's likely the location was changed according to who the copy of the book is made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. In the older manuscript, this is rendered as something, some controversy as to whether it... Oh, these are footnotes, I see. I don't know why that took me so long. The dead compare with Kinetiamen to the foremost of the Westerners, a title later given to Osiris, and there is 5, but there is no 5. Sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation on Budge's part. This is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly non-existent. Immortality. Disgruntlemeister's Blogstasy, episode 204. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease and I'll be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it, or I've accepted it, or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everyone wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever too. But we can't, so here we are. Live with it, or rather don't. Cannot load video file. 24 million views. New song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter is the best medicine, lol. I've got it, you've got it, he's got it, she's got it, mommy's got it, daddy's got it, baby's got it, granny's got it. Mommy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, grandpa shark. Anyway, everybody's got it. Dog is fine. Woof woof woof. What a weird song. I know, I think it does, which is why I find that very funny, in particular, because it's like listed there. Water, sploosh, 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 sploosh. All right, L for left. I made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome. Okay, I guess boxes can float in water. Or in the air, I guess. Can I make it over there? Huh, I can. Is there anything up here? It's one of the things about this that I find very weird. Like, there's a lot of like the worlds aren't actually that big, but they look big. Like, they look like you can go lots of places, but most of the time you can't get there, or those places don't do anything, and I get very confused by that. Like, is this, like, what I'm doing right now even worth doing? Like, is this relevant? Probably not. But I feel like I should try, you know? I feel like I need to explore so that I don't miss something, like the stars or whatever. Look in every corner. No. Okay. Now, an hour and 13 minutes into the stream, we start to do our first puzzle. Sorry. Yeah, I think so too. Well, there's a red laser. And we've got a connector. Hello, Pretzel Factory. Don't know why you're saying ook. Well, I mean, I might as well put it down, I guess. Doesn't seem to be anything else I can do with it now. So I might as well put it through the doorway or something. There's an annoying little laser blocky ball boy. Oh, I can't just go through the window because there's a door there. Is there a jammer or something? There's another door over here. And I can't go through the fences, I'm pretty sure. No. So... don't see a box. You're going to be very frustrating, aren't you? I know, I didn't even get all the stars in World A yet. Ugh. Because this, yeah, this isn't going to work, because he's just going to block it, right? Yeah. So, you know, geometrically, this one has to go, like, over here somewhere. I can't go further beyond this wall, and I can't go around a different way. That's about all I get out of it. There is this window. Oh, there's a guy in there. But I feel like I can't get to it or use it yet. Lasers won't go through those doors either, so... okay, they won't go through that, so that doesn't help. Is there a way to get up or something? Can I jump on these? No. I mean, I can, like, get him stuck. Which, I don't know if it helps. So I have to get all the way around this. Right? Because I can't connect it to that. It's been too long since I've done one of these. I'm having a hard time, apparently. Look, I can connect to that thing, but that doesn't do anything. As far as I can tell. Can't go through the walls. Yeah, apparently. I felt like I was really good at some of the puzzles before, but I haven't done a puzzle in, like, a while. I've been thinking about stars for too long, so like my brain is definitely not in puzzle mode right now. Okay. I know. Can I can't get up there, can I? There's nowhere I can't get through any of this stuff. Like I can't get through these. No. Yeah, that'll be fun. Well, so like one of these has to go down here. There's no other solution. Right. there's exactly like one way this works, and that is we have this redirecting the laser into there so that I can get another one, right? Oh, I mean, I guess I can just go through because he takes long enough. Okay. I just assumed trying wasn't worth it. Okay. I assume this one won't work though. Yeah. But what I can do if I put this one back here, oops, I meant to keep its connectors going. Put this one back here, so that one keeps opening the door for me. And I connect this one to this one and put it down. Whenever that door opens, I should be able to bypass it briefly. And now I can take this one away, right? Yeah, there we go. So now I can bypass that dumb thing and do this. I don't know, it just never occurred to me that the frequency of the ball was long enough that I'd be able to open the door for a second. Like, I just assumed I couldn't, instead of actually trying it, which was kind of dumb. I just sort of like assumed I couldn't rather than trying it, which is such a bad way of approaching this, but... Well, I didn't see any bonus doors or anything in here for a star, so... Yeah, exactly. Had that self-defeating attitude. Like, it can't possibly work, so there's no point in trying. Which was dumb. Hidden dangers in this new world. Okay. Any hidden nooks or anything up here looking like stars? No? Okay, well, let's try this one. Third wheel. Okay, we got a couple laser things. We got a connector, so might as well open up a door and get that started. We got another connector. Okay, so we're gonna have to connect this to this. Is there any way to get them in both in LOS? Yes. We put that down like this. Oops, I forgot the thing that you said already, where... Okay. Felt simple. Anything for stars? I don't know. The ones where there isn't stuff moving around, I can see it very simply. The ones where there are stuff moving around, suddenly my brain decides it doesn't want to work anymore. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I could jump over this wall, there's the potential for something, but I can't jump on these, because you can only jump on boxes. So... nothing there. Well, let's try this one. Road of Death. Well, that sounds scary. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a ladder here. I assume that will kill me. Oh, it will not. Okay. So what if I just take this and leave? Oh, that's why. Oh. I understand. So, can I take the box? No, I cannot. Can I jump up here having used the box? I cannot. Okay, so I have one jammer, which will like presumably not let me go all the way through. But there is the possibility. No. I mean, possibly. I'm sort of like... No, I'm just wondering if I could like leapfrog them somehow. Like, jam it until I get past it, and then do something else, but that doesn't seem to be right. See what I mean? Like, as soon as there's anything that moves, I suddenly become useless. Okay, so like I can take this box, which certainly feels useful. Yeah, look, I can put the box on him. I don't know what that does. But he has a box on him now. Wait. Doesn't he? No, this guy aggroes onto the guns, right? We've seen that before. So does that mean if I walk dead down the center too, the guns won't aggro on me? Nope, they will. Because I thought he aggroed to the guns. So like my assumption was sort of that... Oh, I get it. I was going to say my assumption was that he aggroed to the guns, so I thought I could kind of walk down through the center. But yeah, putting the box on his head, which I thought initially was just funny. We can just have him walk it down there, and then we'll jam him again so he stays down there, and then we'll go get it. I just put it on him because I thought it looked funny, not because I thought it would do anything. But turns out it did something. Nothing that looks like it could be a star in here, so we'll move on. Huh. That was weird.
There were those who did not choose the path of faith. You do not need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you...
I want to be a ghost. He has a box on his head. Thou shan't disobey Elohim. Kaboom! Does it blow up the box? It does not. Well, that's good. Can I put the box over? Or can I take the box with me when I jump? Because if I jump... Yeah, there we go. Now I can't. If I couldn't take the box with me, I couldn't get both over. Boop. Puzzle piece. Anything in here that could be star-like? This little wall, potentially? No. Always use the boxes to look over walls, though. Because you never know, there might be something interesting. That's how I found other stars. Doesn't look like there's anything over there. I don't see anything. Okay. Well, we got one more puzzle piece, I think, in here. There's a beep boop up there. Is that a beep boop that we've used yet? I don't think so. Beep boop, beep boop. Hello, beep boop. Just looking to see if there's stars through the windows. Oh, there's a ladder there. That seems promising. Oh, it's the personality robot. What is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? Tree is alive. A frog is delicious. A frog is conscious. Frogs are people too. Yeah, frogs are people too. I'll agree that animals are every bit as valuable or pointless as human beings. You agree that there are some activities persons are capable of that frogs are not. Because if frogs are people, then the certification program is radically unfit for purpose. Alright, agreed. What I'd like to put to you is the important difference between you and a frog is that you are rational, you are self-aware. That's what makes a person. Let us take stock. I think we can tentatively conclude two things. A person must be rational or self-aware. A person must be conscious. What I suggest we do to help resolve your problem is ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? Of course. The matter of whether or not you are conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness in your opinion? Man, I don't know. Consciousness is weird. Feelings and senses? But like, you know, trees have senses. I don't know. Mutation. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is the equivalent of a bug causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. Consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate. This process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism. Simultaneously, it is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, also responsible for our very existence. Truth! This is what I studied. It's very interesting. Well, sort of. I did the math behind it, not the actual biology. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to... my master's degree is in statistical genetics. So it's like the probabilities of gene passing, and like, in particular, I studied sort of social effects, or... It's like social genetic effects, interestingly. So like for animals that live in clusters, including people, you can have traits or genes that affect your phenotype, so outward expression of something that doesn't necessarily directly benefit you, right? You can benefit from the genes of other people if you live in like a sort of social environment. So like the sort of example that's commonly used is like if a cow, like in very simple terms, if like a cow has genes for like extra nutritious milk or something, right, that is going to benefit the children of that cow, even though it doesn't really benefit the cow itself. Or something like if a colony of fish, there's like a gene that makes them especially aggressive and they steal food from each other, that's going to benefit or that's going to harm other fish in the colony even if they don't have the same gene. So your like outward expression, your phenotype, and that in particular, that aggressive like fish example, if they steal all the food, the other fish won't grow as big as they could have according to their genetics, right? There's some sort of genetic structure like this. You will only grow to be and like humans have the same sort of thing, right? Like your parents are tall, you're more likely to be tall or whatever, right? But if you have malnutrition your whole life, you won't grow to that height. So your outward expression of a particular gene is not only dependent on your actual gene, but also the genes of others nearby you in particular, because they affect the environment that you live in. Right? Yeah, so the children is a weird example because it's just easy to talk about, but it's a weird example because it's also genetic, right? Because it helps your children in particular, which is beneficial to you. But if you live in a colony of, like, if you are a fish living with other fish that aren't related to you, the reason why I study this in particular is aquaculture. So if you're farming fish, like if you're raising them in a tank for the purposes of, feed, like using them for food or whatever, like you're raising salmon in like a tank in like a fish farm. If you just breed fish that are big, does that maximize your traits, like your output for the fish, or does breeding big also means they're going to steal food from each other and you'll get an overall less fish mass, right? Even if they're not related to each other, as an example. Because the genes of the other fish are going to affect the growth pattern of your fish. And it matters a lot in fish because that's how you grow them, right? For things like cows or pigs or whatever, it's very easy to just separate them, right? You put up a fence and it's really easy to study those effects because you can just put a fence between two pigs and then they don't affect each other. You just have a big field. When you're dealing with fish, the only way to do that would be put them in individual tanks, which is like prohibitively expensive to have each fish in its own tank when you could have a big tank with a bunch of fish in it. So it hadn't really ever been studied in fish in particular, right? So how much of the how much do the overall size of the fish, for example, is affected by their own genes versus the genes of the others in the environment they live in, whether or not they're related to them, right? So there's some sort of additive or multiplicative, who knows, like effect there, right? The social effect and your own effect and how they interact in terms of, that's what I studied. My master's thesis was on it. It was sort of on it. I was working on a project that was like that, and I was doing some very specific stuff for it, because it was a big project. There was a lot of people working on it, but I did simulations, basically. The kind of statistical models that are used to study that process are very well defined and very well established for land animals, for that exact reason that I said, is that you can split them up if you want to, and it's very easy to study them. You can take 5 pigs and put them in a field and watch what happens pretty easily. It's a lot more expensive and a lot more difficult to do that with fish, especially when you're trying to ensure that they're like not related to each other, for example, so that you can separate out the genetic effects versus the non-genetic effects. Or the genetic effects of the other fish. It's very difficult to do that in like an easy way. So we wanted to do that experiment, but we weren't sure how the model that is used, like the statistical model that is used to analyze that data, performs under the sort of case that we were thinking about with the fish, and how it behaves under very specific circumstances, right? So what happens if the social effect doesn't matter at all, but the genetic effect is huge, or the other way around, or like various combinations of the two? I don't know. I didn't really look at small animals. Ants, probably not, because they wouldn't work alone. But so the model, like, there's those two major effects of the model. So like your own genetics and other people's genetics, and we had no idea how like the model would behave under the different circumstances of like one being big, one being small. So I basically tested the model a bunch, right, under that context, right? I did I simulated random data, used it to fit the model, or like used it to generate data, and then fit the model to the data, assuming I didn't know what the original parameters were. Like I would set the genetic effect very small and the social effect very big, or vice versa, and see how close I could get when predicting backwards to the simulated data, to see if we could understand how that model behaved under different circumstances, so that when we did the actual experiment, we could understand the results better, right? If we got certain results, if we got a result where the social effect was very big, but we knew that the model doesn't behave very well when the social effect is very big, then maybe the answers aren't as like robust as we wanted them to be. And that was my like master's thesis like 9 years ago. No worries, L is not only ridiculously fast, and has a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it'll still totally be able to handle all your project's data needs, assuming its output as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right? Centuries. That's a long time. Anyway, enough side projects. There's a ladder there. That is promising. I want to get in there because there's a ladder, so there's got to be a way in. Oh, that ladder is, and that ladder's from here, right? Where did the other box go? There it is. So is there a way to get over this wall? I don't see a star, I just see a ladder. Or I just saw a ladder. It was like, it was there. There's the ladder. But I don't see a star or anything over here. So is there a benefit to getting over this wall? I don't know. But there's a ladder. It's got to be something. If there was another box, I could get on both of them, but there is not another box. Can I jump on this? No. Doesn't look like it. No. Is there a way to reset the puzzle? Oh no, because the ball only goes back and forth. I couldn't use the ball to get over the wall. I don't think. That is sort of something I was thinking about, but I don't think it makes sense. And I don't even see a star back there. I just see a ladder. I don't know what that ladder is for. Is it just like in case you somehow accidentally get over, you don't get stuck, maybe? I don't know. We'll keep that ladder in mind, because that feels sort of star-esque. And I can't get the box at the door, so I can't use it to like jump through the wall there. Or maybe there's a way to get a box out here and I use it to jump through one of the windows. That's possible. Maybe. If I can find a box. Was that that was the teleporty home thing, right? Yeah, that's not like a message. Alright. Check the nooks. No. Okay, something about a star. We've got a blue laser. Alright, there's a blue laser spot. So is there a place I can put the blue laser where it won't be interfered with this thing? I mean, I don't think so. Yeah, that's not going to be long enough for sure. Oh, there's also, wasn't there a red laser here? Yeah, so where's the red laser? Oh, there's a star. So it's going to be red laser directly across again. Yeah, that's got to be it. Okay, so can I jump on these? No. I was wondering if I could get up there. Okay. Well, can we go out here and get access to both of them? For long enough to open the door? We can. Open. No! It's like for half a second. I'm sure we could fix that if we like moved it a bit longer. No! Okay. I need to put it right near the edge if that's going to be a thing. Oops. I need to put it as close to the edge as possible so that I have the longest amount of time. There we we go. Okay, and now we know there's going to be a red laser this way. So if I put it down here and straight across into this puzzle, we can probably red laser out somehow. Window through a door. Yeah. Boop. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to like, this is gonna be hard to hit, isn't it? Oh, I can get it from here. Excellent. Meow. There, we have another star. Should I go back to the clock now and try to figure that out so I have 9 star, or I have 10 stars and can open whatever the star door is? I think so. I think so. Let me go look. I think there's only one. We've also unlocked the fan now, whatever that is. I guess so. Must have been. Yeah, only 1 star. So it must have been a red herring of some kind. That is not a fan. I guess that's this. And now you get to watch me like fail at these because I don't actually ever try to think about how I'm putting them down. I just sort of place them. Look, I did it. A fan. Yeah, I want to go back and look at the clock again. I'm so close. Isn't there a star door here too? I thought there was a star door here. It's like over here? Yeah. Can I open this one? I need one more, and apparently I can open one. Okay, well, let's move to World 2, I guess, unless I feel like going back to look at the clock. Which I don't really, because I don't know how to solve it.
I know all.
Do you?
My power knows no bounds. And yet your will is free because you were made to be free. It is the very principle of your existence, without which the trials of this world would hold no meaning. To seek salvation must be your choice.
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities.
Is there a beep boop?
Roads stretching for miles. The earth from space, all dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
Beep boop, beep boop. Science magic. Is this the sufficiently advanced science is indistinguishable from magic? But the term science has only meant what it does to us for around 600 years. Its practice far predates the name. There's evidence that pre-Aristotle, which indicates soothsayers, mystics, and the like, may have employed basic scientific methods to predict future and confound their benefactors. One anecdote concerns a palm reader who was exposed when 2 wealthy clients compared their readings and found them to be identical. In 1948, the tendency to discover deep personal meaning in vague descriptions delivered authoritatively was given a name, the Forer effect. Today is recognized in all contemporary psychological theory. Haha, yep, horoscopes. That's why people believe them. Fascinated by Drennan's project, lovely conversation, Talos principle, Greek philosophy relevant to current situation. Drennan refused, but seems to have caught on with the team. Tens of thousands of files coming in every hour, our whole history. Weight loss blog, latest entry. Oh man, if there's one thing that's good about inevitable death, it's the food. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna have all the horribly unhealthy food in the world. I'm gonna feast on jelly bananas like a crazy monkey on Monkey Christmas. And you know those muffins that have so much chocolate they're basically melting? That's gonna be my breakfast. And burgers for lunch. I'm gonna have burgers so greasy you could use them to lubricate a whole factory. Triple bacon burgers with double cheese and extra onions and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard and big fat juicy patties. And then oily thick pizza with spicy salmon, barbecue sauce and olives and jalapenos and sour cream. Food coma, here I come. I'm hungry now. But I agree, man. If you knew you were going to die in, like, because the world is ending or whatever, why not? Alright, let's do this one. The Tomb. That sounds spoopy. Hey, Quackamole. What's up? This is jamming that door. We got a couple red laser things. So we'll take this and we'll jam this door to move forward. Presumably there's a red laser thing that we can use somewhere. There you are. So we can take that. And I assume we can use that to open the doors. And then we can use this to go forward and jam this. That will give us another one. Which I guess we can just use to open this door and then use the jammer again. We take the jammer. Good. I like this game a lot so far. I'm having fun. The stars are some of the... Well, one of the stars in particular is driving me a little crazy. But everything else has been enjoyable. Ah, this needs a fan. So shall we learn what the fan does? Man on the moon. What? Excuse me? Take fan. Attach fan. Does it blows me up, I guess? What, so like I get yeeted over? That's the puzzle piece. I mean, so presumably I need to take something with me. So can I... Will the fan weigh the button down? Yeah, so now I can take the box. Okay. So I guess we understand what fans do. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some sort of interaction we haven't learned yet, but... Always take box and look over things just to make sure there's nothing weird that I'm missing for star purposes. Wait, was that a thing? No, just like a background door kind of stuff. Box. We like box. Box is best. Okay, it doesn't look like it. You'll be needing a special device to solve this one. Thanks, Doof. That's a red one. Red ones are harder, aren't they? Although I think that's the only one I have left. Oh no, I have one over here. Moonshot. Well, apparently I can't connect them. Can I put the connector on it? Ah, there's a box. So what I assume we can do is put the connector on the box. Well, no? Oh, well, I suppose we can here. We can do it like, you can take that off and put that there. And then I keep forgetting that I can keep these connected. And we do that. Will this work? Yeah. I just had to do it in the right order. Okay, well, let's take the box. See if there's anything interesting we can see on some walls. No, that's just a way out of the puzzle. Here? Okay, enjoy. Good luck. Yeah, you too. Okay, what else do we have? The red puzzle? Yeah, just the red one. So let's go do that. And we haven't found the star yet, I don't think. I don't remember the star. But we must not have found it yet. Higher ground. Oh, there's keys in there. There's a device up there. We can't... That's interesting that there's a... There's like a... You can't take stuff beyond this wall border. Hey, look, another thing that says you can't seek counsel right now. Find the fallen ones. Yeah. Nothing. Okay. So I'm assuming I can like jam stuff from up here, I guess. I don't know which ones need to be jammed, so I suppose I should just go through and see. I'm gonna have to jam them presumably like one at a time. I think I jammed the right ones just sort of accidentally there. Okay, we get keys. Oh, but I can't take keys back out, can I? So where can we use keys for? In here. There, so we've used that. Because I can't take keys back through. So I guess now if I go back out and we jam the back one, we can take this guy with us and jam something else. Oh, we got balls though, so we're gonna need to jam those to get through. What is in here? We can unjam that door. Okay, so we can presumably use those two to jam this one and what this one. We need 3 right now to get through. Oh no, so we can use one of those. We need to jam this one and I mean just that one for now, so that we can take this through and jam one of the balls so that we can get by, I guess. We are gonna have to do it again at some point, but can I do another one from the higher ground somewhere? Although I guess all I have to do is for them, I just need them to be offset, right? So I need to jam this one and then this one with these two that are outside. So I don't need to jam you for now. I need to jam this. I guess that one can be jammed for now as well. Don't think that matters. Because this will let me take this one in here. The purpose of which is to jam these long enough so that they're on fairly opposite paths. Like that, so that I can walk around them. I can jam. So now what? I need to jam this one and this one so that I can get through and do it again, I guess. We have that one jammed and that one jammed. Did I forget to take the jammer out with me? No, I didn't. Good. So that lets us through. This is the problem, though. This is less straightforward suddenly than I thought it was. Somehow. Okay. So right now what we have, like, so we need both of these to be unjammed, though, to get through here, right? That's the only solution? Can I take them through the windows? I don't know if I can. Can I use the jammers from up here to disambiguate these balls somehow? I can. So I can like do this to get these guys off on opposite trajectories. Oh, and then I can jam this one from up here too, right? I can. So does that work? I assumed I would. I think my problem was that I think I needed to take this one with me, but I don't need to. Oh, yes I do, because there's this one. Damn. So this is the problem I'm having. There's nothing in here I can use. So I can temporarily unjam this one. The worry I have is that I'm unable to get this through the window afterwards. Ah, well, that doesn't work anyway. Thought I had this. Thought I was so clever. Oh, so now I get those jammed. Right, but I need, like, to get where I'm going, both of these have to be jammed. There is no other solution to that, right? Pretty sure that is correct. I can't pick that up through there. Ah, damn it. It was too aggressive. No. I gotta do it again. Boo. Boo. Right, so like now those, so there's 3 doors that just have to be jammed for me to get through. I don't understand how else this is possible. Unless there's like another one through there, which is what I was like trying to see before. But like, to get through, I require 4 jammers. If I had 2, I could take one. Like, if I had 2 inside, I could take them with me, but I can't do that because there aren't 2 inside. But I can't take 2 with me. Like, I can jam that. And then those 2 up there can jam this one and this one, but then how do I get through that door? We might as well like look, I suppose. There we go. We should be back. Excellent. Okay. So we've got everything asynchronous. And I think I'm on the right track with the... Like, so there's like the 2 jammer trick, basically, where you jam a door from one side, you take one through, jam it from the other side, then you go get the first one and re-jam it. And you can bring one through you. Like, normally that requires 2 with you, but I think the reason why that requires 2 with you is because you need to because you need to you have to have line of sight to all of them, right? So if I use the ones up there to like jam these two doors, right? And then I don't jam this one yet. I just jam this door so this stays open. I don't need that one jammed anymore, right? So I can come, like, it's just going to be, I think, an awkward little dance, but I think it's doable because now I can take this one and jam something else. Like, I guess jam this one. Because I need one more jammer than I have, right? But the point is now, I don't need that jammer because I'm beyond that door. So now I take this one. Yes, this should work. Problem is I didn't see a star. Definitely on the right track before. I was like thinking about the two jammer thing, but I didn't quite parse it. Right? It's like the parity, right? You know, you have three jammers and four doors that are required to be open. So like you have to get past one of them. How do I get out now? There's no ladder in here or anything. Oh, there it is. This door just opened. Anybody see any stars lying around? Oh, I almost got up on that. Well, I think that's all the pieces, but there's still a star. If I recall correctly. Yeah, there's still a star. Which I have not seen yet. So I didn't see one in one of the levels. The ones that are in the levels are normally pretty obvious. So let's operate under the assumption that that is true. Frogs are people too. So let's operate under the assumption that the star is in the overworlds. In which case, we need to look for a hint. We gotta find something, like a switch or a ladder or a box or a fan or something. Button on stupid clocks that we don't really understand. Look at the edges of all these things. Do. No. Anything over here? Can I jump up there? No. Don't see one. Look around this thing. Are there like buttons on the sphinxes or anything? No. Up. No. That just looks like the edge of the world. Doesn't look like there'd be anything there. That looks like all of it that I've explored, and I don't see one. Which was the one... This is the one that I'm thinking, you know, there could be something somewhere, but I didn't see one back there when I was jumping around. There's nothing I can, like, jump over that is relevant. Maybe we can see something though. No. Okay, so probably not in here. Maybe this one. Pretty sure not this one, because there were just lasers. There wasn't any like hidden doors that we didn't open or anything. If I recall correctly. Alright, I don't think so. Oh damn, that was fast. Oh, well done. Finished all the puzzles. I'm trying to find the star. I don't even know where it is yet, which is the big problem. What was that, like your work league thing again? Nice. Glad to hear that you won it. Sure, there are a lot of really good players that play in those leagues. Man, I don't see a star at all. Yeah, I figured. I don't even see, like, this is just like that World 3 one all over again, that I just don't see anything. I mean, I guess... Oh no, I can't get the keys out. Oh, White Raw's playing for Amazon? That's awesome. White Raw is one of my favorites from back in the day. White Raw, like one of my favorite players when like StarCraft was huge. It was Thorzane though. I was a big Thorzane fan. Yeah, it took me a minute to sort of work it out. But it was the sort of parody thing that, you know, the trick where you can take two jammers and use them to get past a wall, right? There's 4 doors, 3 jammers, so kind of by definition you have to get one past one of them somehow. But you just have to do it from long range, which felt weird and took me a minute to work out, but you know, it happened. The Spoon Terran, yeah. Kills his enemies so slowly, it's like watching them kill him with the spoon. I really like that playstyle. It was fun to watch. I love White Raw though. Special tactics. You just make base and then defense it. I've also now looked in every puzzle level and I don't see a star anywhere. My assumption is that it is overworld somehow, but I don't see anything. Maybe we do one more pass around, like the edges. Make sure there's no like switches or buttons or anything. Can't be anything over here because that's just overworld. Oh, okay. Sure. Spoil stuff about this game, you mean? There's probably a bunch of dumb things I'm doing. So where's the waterfall? I need the waterfall with the secret door behind it. Yeah, I don't see anything that this could be. There's these little pillars, but there's no like buttons or anything on them as far as I can tell. Computer's beeping at me again. Do you have another personality assessment, or is it just like, oh yeah, there is one. You say that consciousness is some kind of functional system, arrange bits of matter in the right order and outspring sentience. That's all very well on paper, but what counts is if something does, not what it's made of. Then couldn't you and I design a series of tin cans on strings that qualified as being conscious? I mean, no, because the tin cans on strings still require, like, can't make, I mean, I guess, if they're complicated enough, right? It's got to be able to take input and produce output, even if that input and output is, even if it produces the same results every time or whatever, if the tin cans on strings are, like, sufficiently complicated, that's basically what neurons are, right? They have to be sufficiently complicated to work out logic. No, the tides are not sentient. Because that's a physical process. It's not taking input from something and producing output.
Do not think I know not the deceiver slithering through the hidden words.
Pretty much.
Wisdom is hollow and born of despair. Do not let him tangle you in his webs of delusion. Have faith in me, and his petty illusions will fall away like nightmares in the morning's light.
No, that sounds like the Kodak from Metal Gear Solid. I don't see anything I can interact with. Boo. Frogs are people too. Well, maybe we move on again, and we got another star missing. Got the one in one, but we're missing this one now. Oh, 2 hard puzzles. I'm really tempted to go back and look at that other puzzle, though. The star from World 1 that we're missing, because if we got it, we would be done all of World 1. But I've only really used it like twice so far. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be annoyed by it, because it doesn't feel like it's going to be consistent, but we'll see. Oh, this is the one I just did. Like, the redirectors and the jammers are all straightforward, right? They do a thing. They always do that thing. They redirect lasers, or they, you know, jam a thing. Whereas, I feel like the fan is going to interact with all kinds of stuff weirdly. The basic skeleton simulation is not running on L. It's not plugged into the AI system yet, but in theory everything is ready. I guess the next step is to test out whether the generated scenarios make sense. Oh, is EL Elohim like the computer? Like the actual computer they made is now the voice that's talking to me. Written in 1547 to justify the Spanish conquest of the Americans. The Spanish were perfect right to rule these barbarians in the New World, who in humanity are inferior to the Spanish as children are to adults. Blah blah blah. Interactions breed interesting complexity. That sounds like it should be in Darkest Dungeon. Said by Wayne June. Which I will be playing tomorrow for Halloween. I'm excited. The first wisdom, the scribe said to the dying man, is that as the world is made of 5 elements, here the translator clearly inserting his own beliefs in the text, so the soul of man, know therefore that in this life you are heart and shadow and name, and also Ka and Ba. Without all of these you would not be a living being, but a thing. What is man without a name? What is man without a shadow? What is a man without a heart? What is a man without a Ka? What is a man without a Ba? Therefore, praise Osiris, King of Eternity and the Lord of Everlastingness, the eldest son of the womb of Nut, who traverses millions of years in its existence. Well, let's do this one, I guess. Oh, there's a bunch of things on the wall here. Whoop. Blown away. There's a red laser port there. Well, let's put that back down for now. And see if there's anything else in here that we can fetch. There's the star. Wonder how we get it. Jump, grab box. No? Ah, there's a fan there. The fan presumably will blow the box or something. But we can't connect this to anything. Right, like, connect that, it's not going to do anything, obviously. Ah, but I can stand on this. And have that yeet the box. And we can put the box over here so we can jump up. Nope. Oh, okay, worth a try. Box over here so we can jump. No. Box over here so we can jump. No. Well, more importantly, I guess, box goes here. So that we can then connect these. We can get the puzzle piece. So that just, so how do we get the star? My assumption there is that it's this red connector that we don't really have access to yet. So I assume we're gonna get a red thing because we haven't had that for anything yet. I've almost unlocked triangle. Well, it's a play button, presumably. So, is there a puzzle? Is there a one directly across from this? There isn't. That's interesting. Is there a connector up top somewhere? No. So there's probably a connector we can get out here in the overworld somehow so that we can connect to that. That's what my theory is. Anyway. So we gotta get a red laser in there somehow. Another beep boop. Commonly supposed that Egyptians believed the soul to live as long as the body, continued undissolved, and therefore tried this method of eluding death. Could the wise Egyptians, said Nikaya, think so grossly of the soul? If the soul could once survive its separation, what could it afterwards receive or suffer from the body? Names are a funny thing. Soma. Oh, Soma Sim. Backronyms. Self-sufficient orthostatic modular android, sustainable observant mechanized anthropod, skeuomorphic omnidaptable mobile anthropomaton. Saber-toothed overexcited murder android. Sentient orthopedic monkey automaton. Strange Olga's menacing assassobot. Super octopod marinade zapelings. Satisfying overcooked mint alligator. Stinky ornithological mule allocator, skroink oof minky ack, stupid obscure meaningless acronym. That's my favorite. In the end, we all just ended up hating the name so much because we had so many fights about the sponsors. So when Alexandra told the story of the Talos principle, it caught on. I don't know whether it really fits, but I kind of like it. So my assumption, I mean, I bet you there's a puzzle here where, like, we're going to have to put a laser beam on a box on a fan and then have it hover so that it can, like, get out of the maze and we can redirect it the way that it needs to go, for example. But the point is, we need to get the laser beam out of the maze and into another maze. It has to be line of sight. There's no puzzle directly across from it. There doesn't seem to be a thing out here somewhere. So we're either going to have to, like, bounce it over a wall somehow, or we need to get one out here. Those are, like, really the only two options. Sunshot. Well, there isn't one in here, so that's something to think about. Well, we can put it there. I mean, I guess we can just yeet it over. Yeet. Yeet. Huh. Oh. We need another box. Can I take the box back? No. That is awkward. I don't know how to restart puzzles. Restart checkpoint probably. Oh, there's a ladder here. I don't know why I didn't notice the ladder, but okay. Yoink. Yoink. Also a ladder. I didn't need it anyway. There's no laser in there. It's a red laser that matters, so we need to keep our eyes open for a red laser. There's no laser in this one either. There's a blue laser, but it says there isn't one in here, which is weird. Help me! No. There's a red laser. There's a lot of fans here. Okay, so let's try to, so that we get the blue laser active. That blue laser is turning on that fan. The red laser is turning on that fan. The blue laser is currently a problem. Because it's stopping me from going through to getting the piece. So I need to turn off the blue laser. So what if I go get more fans? No, I want the fan. Yeah, that's true. Detached fan. Well, I'm thinking that I can... well, so I think the red laser currently is only turning on that fan. So if I do this, that'll stop the red laser, and let me grab that fan. I think I can also... do something up here. Looks like I can jump up or get over there somehow. Which I feel may be important somehow. I feel like there's a way to get over this which matters, but we'll think about that in a minute. So the point is we've gained an extra fan. Now we need to block the blue laser somehow. I feel like we need more than one fan to do that, right? But like, I can do that and it does nothing. I can take the box with me. Block it briefly. That doesn't seem to help. I mean, I can take... So I'm very bad at explaining what I'm trying to think about out loud. So, like, it probably seems like I'm not doing things, but my brain is working on stuff. I promise you. These are here for a reason. Presumably, they blow the box around. They blow the box very hard. Okay. So, my assumption is that I use the extra fans to here, so that I move really fast and can get here in the brief moment that the blue laser is blocked. Right, so I see that these are here. I see them for a reason. They've got to be used for something. I see 3 fans that also presumably need to be used for something. Right? So I need to... There's some sort of interaction with these that I need to, like, work out. Right? The box doesn't stop me from going forward. The box is going to break that laser. I need to know how to break that laser. This box just breaks this laser. If I do that. Right, so now I can go very fast. Wait, is there another box there? Oh, I have 2 boxes. Forgot I had 2 boxes. What does 2 boxes do for me? Oh, I mean, so like... Neom. I don't know what that does, but I can block like this. Right? Or like, I can drop it and block it briefly, but that doesn't really help. I can get there very fast, which I feel like is sort of the purpose of this. I think I'm on the right track here. The sort of main problem I have is... how do I block these? I think... Well, okay, so I know that it takes a while for these to restart. So I think now if I do this... Oh, damn it. Although I can jump up onto that, which is certainly interesting. So now if I do this, let it and then like jump into it, will I be able to go fast enough? Yeah. So now I don't need these. Ah! I mean, I had the right idea. I just needed to, like, implement it. And then let's... Oh, what is this for? Guess I need to take a box with me? Or I can take a fan with me, I guess. Will fans weigh down things? It will. Don't know what that does. Oh, it raises that. Is that going to be high enough to connect to from the other puzzle? Or do I need to like bring another box with me or something to stack on that to make it higher? I don't remember which one that was in. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Is that going to be high enough to connect to now? It should be. Oh yeah. Open. Star. It gives us 10. We can open a star door now. Easy star. Okay, let's do this one. Another hard one, apparently. Eagle's Nest. We got a box. We got a hint box that will not tell us anything. I still don't understand what this is for. It's like, hey, someone help me. And they're like, no. It's probably something like later in the game you unlock it, which will let you like come back and get puzzles that you found hard before. Like it'll give you hints to the puzzles or something. So I can ladder my way in and out of here. There is a fan, which looks like it's going to cause a problem. If it is literally what I just said, in that you get something later that lets you come back such that you can like, it'll give you hints on puzzles that you haven't solved yet if some of them are hard, then you can confirm that. That's fine. But if it's anything other than exactly what I said, please do not. I guess I can't get out of the maze. Okay, that's what I assume. That's what my assumption was. I mean, okay, so there's nothing I can do with these boxes other than put them inside. So I guess... Oh, no. What? It just yeets it all the way over? There. We'll eat ourselves all the way over and drop the box in while we're doing it. Although I don't know what the box accomplishes for me. Oh, I can block the laser. Similar as to before, where we blocked the laser to turn off the fan and then go. Yeah. Oh, that felt simple. I mean, it was literally the same puzzle as before. You use two boxes to stand on them and block the laser and then go through the door. Like, it's exactly the same as the other one. I don't know, I've played a lot of games, you know, and like, I picked up the puzzle. I know I can pick up and drop the boxes, and I can yeet myself over the thing. Like, I don't know. Oh, we finished this world too. Okay. Yeah, I probably have like maybe 20 minutes left. Yeah. So, I want to go... I know I could open the star door in this room, but I really want to go open it in the first world. Because I want to like finish that first world. So I think I want to go open the star door in building A. And maybe take another look at the clock. I don't know. I don't know what it is. A lot of the things about... So far, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more complicated things in this game. but so far the way that the puzzles in this game are designed and the way my brain thinks about puzzles are very, very well meshed, which makes me feel good. But it's also very fun, right? Like, I'm finding it very fun. Just the way my brain thinks about puzzles and the way this game designs puzzles seems to work well together, which is fun for me, for sure. I'm sure there are many puzzle games that I'm terrible at. Cool. Oh, I have to do this. See, this part. This part I'm terrible at. I mean, I know sort of some patterns, right? I can do like this. So that I can do these things. Now, see, now that's not going to work. Unless I have a long one. Yeah. Yeah, oh, probably. So those aren't going to work. I'm going to have to do something like this. So something that's too high. No. Yeah, I'm going to be awful at this part. Oh my god. See, this is what I mean. My brain doesn't work like this. This is my problem right here, is that now there's something that's one wide, but I can tee it, I guess. So I think the way to approach this is to probably come at it from the side. Maybe. Ugh, now I have this problem, though. Ah, this feels very close. Damn. I need to spend more time thinking about it rather than just putting pieces down. I want it to be symmetric, but like it's not necessarily symmetric, so I don't know why I'm assuming that. Now I need another L though. I want it to be symmetric, but it's probably not. There's like my god, my brain understands how to think about these puzzles. It doesn't want to actually perform that task, right? It knows that I should like look at these and figure out what sorts of shapes are makeable with them, and then how can I tile those shapes in a way that would cover all the space, right? Like that I understand that concept. But when I look at it, my brain just goes, hee, click buttons. And like, you know, put them down in places until something makes sense. Right? And then this is a problem that we get when I can't ever end up with something that's too wide. Right? So I guess I should figure out how to fill in a side maybe. Like it's 5 tall. How can I make something 5 tall that is flush? Right? There's no way to do it with a T. I can make something 1 tall and then something 4 tall, or like I'd have to do 2 pieces and a T in the middle. I want it to be symmetric, but it's probably not. Then what we can like now, yeah, see now this is a problem. Unless I go like this, but no, that's a problem. So this can't be the way to solve the edges. I hate these. I never played Tetris. I was never good at it. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get more used to it when I play it. Like, I understand how to think about it, but my brain just doesn't want to do it. That can't work. I need to... It's got to be something with these, because these I can make something 1 wide. Right? Like something like this lets me make something that's 1 wide. Because there's nothing that's too... The only other way that that would work is something like this to fill up the sides. Because the corners are the hard part here. But now I can't. I'd have to put these in a weird way. Which they don't work. What shapes can I make with these? If I put them, like I can do this. But it can never be that piece in the, if the T is in the top, it can never be that piece in the corner. And it can never be a T either. Like this is the only way to make that work. With a T in the corner. And then I can fill this in, but then I need a way to fill this in, which I don't really have. I have that. No, I don't have enough of these to do that, though. So those are both the same orientation, and that's not going to work. What if I adjusted this to something like, well, no, I don't have the right shape Z piece. I hate these things. I'm so, like, this is the thing. I seem to be good at the puzzles. I suck at these. I'm so bad at this part of the game. I feel like I need to leave the long boys for the end because they're like the most oh no, it's so close. Can I do this but the other way, or do I not have the right pieces for that? Hey, kitty cat. Ugh. Hey, cat. Do you want to help me solve these Tetris puzzles that I'm very bad at? I felt like I was really close there, and now I don't even remember what I did. It was like this, I think. Cat. Hi. You want to be loved, I guess, and stand on my keyboard. I see. Once again, very close. We did it! Oh my god. Fuck. I'm so dumb. I'm really bad at these. Hey, kitty cat. She probably wants her supper. It's not quite supper time yet.
You may wonder why I have created these labyrinths for you.
Only like 10 minutes.
Eternity only through struggle. But have faith.
8. 8 star star.
Betterment of your kind.
A beep boop. Human blood. Have you heard of the Talos principle? It's this old philosophical concept, but the impossibility of avoiding reality. No matter what you believe, if you lose your blood, you will die. I think that applies to our situation more than we'd like to admit. We can close our eyes and pretend that everything's going to be all right, but it won't change the physical reality of what's going to happen to our... I think that as scientists, it is our duty to face the truth and ask ourselves the most important question: how can we help? Archive_important. I'll keep this short. You all know me, so you know that I know what I'm talking about. Whereas they're all working on projects meant to somehow avert the catastrophe we're facing, some like apocalyptic theories, right? But you must all concede that there is very real possibility you'll not have enough time to find a solution. I believe that we cannot afford to ignore an extinction or near extinction scenario. We must prepare for the worst. That is to say, we seek to preserve the non-biological components of what constitutes the human species, in the hope that they be recovered in the future by other local or non-local sentients. I know that we're not used to thinking on that scale, not in terms of praxis, but if we truly value humanity, we must act immediately. You'll find the details of my proposal in the attachment, but the short version is this: the creation of multiple archives for redundancy in safe locations that will contain in digital form as much information about our species, including all cultural works, scientific insights, history, DNA, as can be gathered in a given time frame. This will be a massive global undertaking, with L naturally being one of that cannot find attachment. So like the archive, it's like there's the AI, there's the big computer EL, which my guess is Elohim or whatever, that's what's talking. There's 3 partitions to it. There's like the AI research project, which I assume is running me and this simulation. There's the archive, which we're archiving as much information as possible for humanity to survive because there's some sort of apocalypse thing happening. And then there's the operating system piece. Human blood. It is said by some that our blood is composed of infinite living agents which go up and down the highways and byways of our bodies as people in the streets of a city. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. And the sleep of the town, how lifelike, with its change in the circulation, Butler Samuel. We are misled by considering any complicated machine as a single thing. In truth, it is a city or a society, each member which is bred truly after its kind. 6N'ing. It's an image. Oh, it's an image of the tower. 6_N. That's interesting. 8***. Gray. Are gray like really hard? Because red was hard. So is gray really hard? But also gray doesn't fit into any one of the... I'm pointing at my screen, like you know what I'm talking about. Any one of the sigils that we currently have. Take axe. Well, I can chop down trees. Can I take the axe back with me? I can cut the door. No, I wanted to bring the axe with me. Because there's like the wooden thing. The wooden doors. Chop down, I want to chop down a tree. Good, I think. We've got all the stars in world A, in building A, except for one. Simulated tree goes away. So we're in star area of world 1. We're missing 1. We've gotten a couple worlds in building 2 done, including most of the stars. I think we're missing 1. And now apparently I'm playing Minecraft. I can chop, so I must chop. I'm gonna have to go soonish. I got some friends coming over for games, and I'm also very hungry, so I should probably eat something. But I want to figure out what I can do with this axe. And maybe do one of these. Oh, there's a fan in there. Yeet! So the purpose of that is that I can bring the axe with me, I guess? Don't know why I need to bring the axe with me, other than I can chop down the trees. And therefore I wish to. this going to be like the Portal sort of like meta puzzle where you like escape the level if they don't mean you to? And you like, so I'm chopping down the trees to like break the simulation somehow. Bonk. Bonk. Okay, so we got a door, got some keys. Gonna have to jam that somehow. Here are the keys that we use, or the thing that we use the keys for. Huh. Chop. 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 I've been given an axe, and I've brought it into this level. There's very clearly something I need to do with the axe in this level, whether it be for actually beating the level or just for star purposes. There has to be something. I can chop these down? There's got to be something I can do with the axe that is relevant in here to allow me to get further. Because so far, there's nothing I can do. I cannot solve this without a jammer. There's no access to a jammer here. Can the axe come back out with me? No. So the axe is stuck in there forever now. Which is kind of a problem, perhaps. But I wonder if there's a jammer I can get in another level and then take out somehow. Dumb mine. Can I do anything with this mine? No. I need that open so I can do something. Well, maybe let's go look at a different one, because I feel like I need something else to take in there with me to accomplish whatever I'm trying to do. Like, I found the fan that'll yeet me into the puzzle, which feels important. But I think I need something else. Jammed from within. More keys. Keys. Nothing over here. Nothing this way. We got a bomb. That door is that jammer is jamming this. Okay, so I need to wait for the robot to go by so I can go around it and take the jammer, I guess. Well, now I have a jammer. Oh, no. Damn it. I was trying to take it with me. Because I'm not sure I'm going to get past the bomb otherwise. Will the bomb go through? I don't think he will. Because I don't know how I don't think I can get around that. No. Interesting. Well, I mean, I can jam that. Do I have a way of getting around the bomb? I don't know if I do. Oh, I can let the bomb through. Doy. God, that's something that I've done a million times. Jam this door. I can't take it with me. But I can let him go away. Nope, I can't. Okay. I guess I just don't have the bomb ranges ingrained in me. I thought it was worth a shot. There, now the bomb is stuck in there. Can I do anything with that? There's another jammer there. Pretty sure I just need to jam this and then like go through over here. Yeah. Okay, and we can go over. And we get another jammer. I can't take the jammer back with me. That's the problem. I wanted to take the jammer back through so that I could get the other one, but there's no way of doing that. Because I can't get this over the wall. I could jam this door, but then I can't get that one without coming back through. I don't think it's doable. Ah, but I can do this. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. That was really annoying. Accidental speedrun strats. Alright, now we got 2 balls in there. Boink. Can I... No, I need to get you out too, I think. Come on, other ball. You are also going to go on an adventure. Goodbye. Stupid robots. And then we get some keys, which we can do something with. We can open that door. Might as well take the jammer with me. Now we can jam this. He goes in a weird pattern. I don't like that. Will he come out? If I let him out, will he come out? He bounces back and forth. Let's see if he comes out. No. Okay. I'll run by him though. Another set of keys. I don't know what to do with that though. That's all that was in there, right? There's another set of keys. Was there another door that I missed somewhere? I can let these guys back through, I guess. Ah, there it is. Right. Six. Ooh, floors. The gray pieces are for floor 6. Damn. How much time do I have? When are they coming? Like, whenever. It doesn't matter. I just want to know if I can do another puzzle or not. I don't know. Like, are they coming? Or not? What do you mean, maybe not? Is there maybe not enough time to do another puzzle, or they're maybe not coming? I don't understand. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I think that's going to have to be it for me. I really want to check out more. I'm especially interested in this, like, the fact that I got the axe stuck over here somehow. Oh, he came back. I feel like I need to get something out of a puzzle and take it over there to do that one. So I'm interested. 8 star. I don't know what that means either. But I'm looking forward to doing more of this. Looking forward to doing more of this for sure. Wait, why are there 2? I've only done 1, but it's got... Oh, because it's the same one. It's just because I did the opposite side, I think. Yeah, it's okay. I'm really looking forward to doing more of this. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to try to get more done. Probably not again until Wednesday, maybe. Although I have a week off. The second week in November, I have like the entire week off, and I've got nothing to do. So we'll probably stream a lot of Talos Principle or whatever we're currently working on at the time. So, but the next time that I can maybe stream is Wednesday. I'm not 100% on that yet, though. The next guaranteed is, you know, a week from today, Saturday. The next maybe is Wednesday, but that's gonna have to be it for me. Yeah, long time, but I've got other commitments and other hobbies and things that take time, unfortunately, so I can't really find other time to fit it in. I mean, like, yeah, I've got stuff that goes on every other night, so it's kind of hard to fit it in. But thanks everybody for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like we're making a lot of progress. There's some lasers. I feel like we're making a lot of progress, and it's a lot of fun, but thanks everybody for hanging out. Sorry you got here very late, Dave. Love you too. The VODs are very fun for this, and there's going to be more of it for sure, so feel free to come hang out. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I will see you next time. Until then, I'm in Sick Mittens. Have a great weekend, everybody, and stay safe, etc. Yeah, you should. It's really fun. I'll upload them to YouTube eventually. I normally wait for like a couple parts to get recorded before I do that, but thank you. Warning for the VOD in this one, by the way, there are a bunch of Oberdin spoilers because we talked about a friend playing it for a while, or like another YouTuber person playing it for a while. So there's probably some Oberdin spoilers. Skip over that bit if you don't want to be spoiled for Oberdin. See you later, folks.